studies and will graduate this year. She wants to go to Angelo State University to become a rehabilitation counselor. And Mrs. Anderson, I know it is absolutely breaking her heart not to be here because she is one of your biggest fans, actually. But she had surgery a little over a week or so ago. And so, but she's the one who sent me a disc when you spoke at the special ed conference, and I was blown away. And the audience absolutely loved you, didn't they? Yes. Do we need to move you up closer? Can you all see? You can see Dave's nodding his head. How about y'all back there, AJ? Okay, you'll make it work?
She can raise her chair.
Okay. Okay. And you have two special people here with you, don't you? Your aunts, grandma?
I'm her grandmother.
Grandmother. Tell me your name.
Doris McCrowan.
Hi, Doris. I'm a grandmother. You're blessed, aren't you? She's beautiful. Tell me who you are.
Judy. I'm her aunt.
I'm an aunt, too. Okay, Ashley. I asked Ashley to tell us a little bit about herself, as she did in her speech for the state special aid conference, and then whatever else she wants to tell us. But I want to tell you, every person who knew Ashley was coming today has said, "Do you know what a neat young lady she is?" Every person, Ashley. And they said, the joy it is to have you around. Now, that can't be said about all of us every day, can it?
No, it can't.
No. She didn't mean that just about me. Ashley, tell us whatever you would like to. And young lady, we are so proud of you, we can't stand it. Yes.
Good morning. As Dr. Bond stated, my name is Ashley Moleski. You all probably know me as the girl who sped down highways in her wheelchair haha. I was born with a disability called cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is a neurological disorder that does not allow the muscles to work and makes them stubborn and dysfunctional. There are different severities of the disorder. Some individuals can talk and walk with a limb, while others might have to use a wheelchair to get around and a communication device to speak. When I was born, the doctors told my parents that I would either be brain dead or not be here. I proved the doctors wrong because I would be celebrating my 22nd birthday in November. I began my time with SAISD at Bradford Elementary in a program called Preschool Program for Children with Disabilities, otherwise known as PPCD. After a month of being in the program, my teacher by the name of Liz Maynard noticed I wasn't like the rest of the other students. She knew I was there mentally, but I wasn't able to express myself at the time other than pointing to what I wanted or needed. Liz told my parents about a communication device called a Dynavox. After getting my hands on a learner device to see how I would do, I started spelling out words and creating sentences that no one thought I knew. When I got my Dynavox, I started trying to program it myself after only a few weeks of having it. Now, imagine a 4-year-old trying to program an expensive piece of equipment. It wasn't very cool at the time, but when I tell the story about it, it sounds awesome. After getting acquainted with my new device, I was transferred over to a first grade regular ed classroom where I did extremely well. When that school year ended, I attended all regular ed classes and excelled in every grade level. After I graduated from high school, I began my higher education at Howard College, where I obtained a 4.0 grade point average my first semester. I am currently working on an associate's degree in general studies. I will complete this program in May. Upon graduating, I I will transfer to Angelo State University to pursue a bachelor's in psychology and a master's in counseling to become a rehabilitation counselor for people with special needs. Living with a disability isn't easy, and I'm not talking about being in a wheelchair and using a device to communicate. That is actually the easy part. The hard part is trying to get people to see who I am on the inside instead of judging me on my outside appearance. My whole life I have been stereotyped as intellectually disabled just because I'm a little different than everyone else. But it doesn't bother me because I know who I am on the inside and that God has made me this way for a reason. The main message I want to give you all, as well as others, is to not automatically label a child with a disability as intellectually disabled. Next time you walk into a PPCD or special ed classroom, try to observe each child differently and look for their strengths instead of weaknesses. Maybe their brain is perfectly fine, but they aren't able to express themselves and their teacher and parents don't recognize capabilities, or maybe they don't have the resources to succeed in the classroom. Another message I would like to give to everyone is to not to feel sorry for a child with any sort of disability. It isn't good for their self-esteem, and it hinders their abilities by doing everything for them and babying them. Pitying anyone is unhealthy and does not do any good. The best way to help someone with multiple challenges is to encourage them and make it known that they can do anything they set their mind to. It just might take them longer and they will have to do things a little differently, whether you believe it or not. You could make all the difference in the world for a child with special needs just by talking to them in a normal tone. They might not talk back, which is sometimes a good thing, but they will love it. I hope you all have enjoyed listening to my story, and thank you, Dr. Barnes, for inviting me to speak to everyone today. Have a great day.
Ashley, I speak to this group once a month. They have never stood for me. Now, my feelings are not hurt, okay? Wow. Oh, my goodness. No wonder people have enjoyed having you around and as a friend. Wow, and isn't her smile beautiful? Wow. Okay. I'm going to ask a question. Is that okay? Yes? Okay. When you finish your degree, what kind of job would you like, do you hope?
Probably a job where I can help people make a living.
Okay, I get that, and man, would you, when you get your master's in counseling, will you take on people like me? Yes. Do any of you have a question for Ashley? Okay, here goes.
Can I get your picture to send to Miss Hicks and Miss Mayo?
Oh, nice. Okay, okay.
Ashley, who's your favorite football team?
I can answer that, all right.
I don't watch football, but I guess the Cowboys.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, what do you do in your spare time when you're not studying for school?
I'm in a billing lead and we have games every 3 weeks.
Nice, nice. The thing that I think, Ashley, that has inspired so many, they told me, is your great sense of humor, your beautiful smile, and you're just an inspiration. Does that sum it up? Anybody else want to add to that have known Ashley? Well, I can't thank you enough, and for your family for coming. Oh my goodness, thank you all so much. We think you are dynamite. There you go. Okay, I'm going to try not to hold it against them that they stood up for you.